to another episode of Kid and Me Podcast. I'm your co-host Zebo. We missing one of our co-hosts today, my boy P, but I'm still here with my brother
Justin Jenkins, and we're here with Orlando native, Edgewater Eagle, Olympic bronze medalist, just recently turned pro, Omari Jones.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, Omari?
I'm feeling great, man. Ready to rock and roll on March 15th.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Can't wait for that, man.
So, Omari, tell us about your childhood growing up.
Well, my childhood growing up, so at 4, my parents put me and my brothers in karate over in the Pine Hills area at Dynamic, just for, self-defense. And then and there is where I found my passion for boxing, too, because it was a karate and boxing class. So some days, well, actually every day once I turned 8 years old, right after karate, I would change it to boxing. And I feel like my work ethic started, from there, knowing what I wanted to do.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, really
so shout out to Dynamic,
Yeah.
man. Mr. Renee, they've been in the area, in the Central Florida area for quite some time. Oh, man.
So, Mark, who would you say was like your biggest influences or mentors, like on your boxing journey?
On my boxing journey, for his mentors, I look to guys like Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Honestly, a lot of the stuff for his like boxing, I kind of learned just from watching film. Like my dad would tell you, like, man, he was watching Ali when he was 8 years old. He pretty much taught himself.
Yeah.
And then once I got deeper into it, it was like, okay, like I need the coaching aspect, and we got to get serious and go into these tournaments and fight. So, yeah, man, I look to guys like Ali. That's kind of where my style developed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, man, so, bruh, you're from Orlando, Florida.
Yes.
Orlando native, Edgewater Eagle.
Yeah.
Come on now, Edgewater border, baby. You know we about it. We got to let that know. That has to be known.
Right.
But how was it to be in the Olympics? Being from Orlando, you're in Paris. What was that like?
Man, it was something special. Just going back on my journey, it's like what I've worked for to get there. And then you see me on the boat with guys like LeBron and the whole basketball team, Stephen Curry. It's like I've spent so much time in, like, I'll say 2012, when I watched the Olympic Games and watched the opening ceremonies, and I'm seeing these people walking in that opening ceremony, and I'm just looking at it like I'm going to be there one day. And sure enough, I'm there with guys like LeBron, Simone Biles, and then I get to put on for my city and compete, man. It was a dream. It was a dream come true.
That was big.
Right.
Yeah.
That was amazing just to see you out there with all of those people. And it makes everyone at home realize that, Omari, you're no longer just a small town kid.
Yeah.
You're a superstar just like the rest of these people that we see you on the stage with.
Absolutely. On the worldwide stage. And once I qualified for the Olympic Games, like you kind of mentioned, like, being a small town kid from Orlando, I wanted to show the small town kids that, it was possible. And I felt like it wasn't something that I just wanted to do anymore. I felt like it was something I had to do to show them.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
And now we want you guys to realize when we say small town kid, we're not saying Orlando's a small town, but when it comes to boxing, Orlando is considered a small town. We don't produce a lot of boxers, like cities of Philadelphia,
like New York City.
New York City. So definitely to make it out of here as a boxer, man, it's a true testament to your will and your hard work.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So, bro, like the Olympics, right? So I watched that bronze, the semifinals fight.
Yeah.
And to me, you clearly won that fight, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know how these judges like judge the fight. What are they looking for?
Yeah.
Clearly, you won. Like round one, I guess it was like subject. So, how do you feel about that? Like, what do you think about the judge system and the amateurs, Olympics? Do you think?
Yeah, I felt round one when I came back to the corner, I was definitely confused, and I'm sure a bit of the crowd was confused as well, because it's like I won it clearly. I outboxed. I honestly felt like it might have been one of my best rounds in the whole
Olympics. Yeah, most definitely.
Because of how I, use my range and reach. And, in the amateur game, the first round is the most important because, you only got 2 rounds left. So game plan had to change. I had to get a little bit more aggressive. Second round was up in the air. I came back and won the third, and I lost on a 3-2 split decision.
Yeah, man, and I'm gonna be honest with you. After watching that fight, I've watched it a few times.
Yeah,
A few times, and even you hear the commentators mention your speed.
yeah.
You're so fast that maybe they were saying that maybe the judges weren't seeing your punches land because you were moving so fast.
Right.
Where did you get that speed from?
Maybe my pops. I don't know.
Okay.
Pops
Shout out to Pop.
Pops was an athlete. Hall of Fame from Oviedo High School with basketball and football. So
Right.
maybe I get it from him. But I just feel like, just of course, my day in and day out of repetition of jabbing and footwork is just something that I honed in on. Like I told you, the first person I started watching was Ali.
Yep.
So it's like I'm gonna mimic him. I'm gonna take what he got and I'm gonna just implement it. So I feel like it's like no surprise. I just keep working on my craft.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, you still came home with the bronze medal, man. How did that feel?
Man, that felt amazing. Once I landed and I came to the airport, it was about 100 people waiting on me. My family had cameras, all of that, man. It was just such an amazing experience, just to show that I brought it back to my city and being the only medalist on Team USA boxing to do that. So
yeah, man, that's a special thing, man. We appreciate you bringing that home for the fam.
Oh yeah.
For the team, for the community.
Keeping the streak alive.
Yeah.
USA men's boxing has had one medal won in each Olympics.
Right.
And without you, that streak dies. So we appreciate you for keeping that streak alive for the country, man.
You. Yes, sir. Boxing might be a question for LA 28. So I'm hoping that it continues to, because it was one of the first sports in the Olympics. So I'm hoping that, they continue it on in LA 28, the home game.
Oh, man. What needs to happen in order for something like that to take place?
Well, it's just been a lot of corruption in the boxing game, as you can see. Like,
wow.
And a lot of my...
the judges.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they want to put an end to that, and once stuff like that keep happening, it kind of like take the fun out of the amateur game. So hopefully they get everything squared away with politics, and boxing can keep being in the Olympics.
Most definitely. Yeah. Man, Mark, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I want to go a little bit off beat right here because this is something I just want to add. You face in the amateur ranks when you're going to these world national tournaments.
Yeah,
you're facing a lot of the same people from tournament to tournament.
Right.
Who are some boxers that you faced in these amateur tournaments that you want to give a nod to?
It's a lot of guys. Like for as my qualifying match, one of my toughest fight. I was bleeding. As you can see, I still got my cut. India, he gave me a very tough fight, and it had me go to another level. Like, I had to go somewhere else, dig deep for that fight, and I appreciate him for that. I fought a Mexican, that I lost to, but it made me go back to the drawing board because I came up short in that first qualifier. And I came home and, I saw my people with sad faces, like he was supposed to do it on this time around.
Right.
But I went back to the drawing board, and that made me work harder in Colorado Springs at the Olympic Training Center, and it made me tap into a new level. So I feel like some of these top guys that I fought in the amateurs, I probably definitely see in the pros.
Awesome, man.
So, yeah.
Mexican you referring to as Verde.
Yeah, Verde.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, most definitely. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, what motivated you to turn professional after the Olympics, man?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I've accomplished a lot in the amateur game. I'm talking about from the World Championships. I got the silver there, 3 gold medals internationally, and to cap off my amateur career with a bronze medal. It's like, if I go back, will it still be fun for me? Will it all, would it all make sense? So I was just doing everything that makes sense, and I feel like I made the right decision by doing that, on top of LA 28 still being up in the air.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to take my opportunity while I had it.
Yes, sir. Got to.
Yes, sir.
So how do you feel that your training regimen has changed going from amateur to professional?
Yeah, it's changed pretty significantly, I'll say, because, you go to training for 3 rounds, a short burst, a sprint. Now this next fight is going to be 6 rounds. So, of course, more rounds of sparring, more rounds of bag work, more rounds of like, it's just more of everything.
Increased workload.
Increased intensity, different sparring partners coming in and out, doing 8 to 10 rounds in the ring, sparring bigger guys. Like, it's a lot that go into it. So I just make sure that I'm conditioned. I'm running my miles. I'm doing my strength and conditioning from the videos I post.
Come on.
So yeah, man, I'm just making sure I'm putting in the work. So March 15th, I shine.
I even see you mixing in some speed and agility work. It looks
yeah.
like, man, you got some reaction time going on.
Yep. So
Let's go.
all of that is gonna play a factor, and yeah, man, and I'm having fun with it.
Let's go.
So share your thoughts with me on signing with Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn, man.
Yeah, I felt that was the best decision for me. Honestly, a lot of promotional companies did reach out, but like I always tell the story, Eddie Hearn was the person that showed interest the most. You know, he's from London. He took the train over to Paris literally the day after I fought, the last day I fought in the Olympics, and we sat down, we talked. He went over the game plan. Me and my dad agreed to it. They signed a contract. It took me a while because I just wanted to make sure. I had to pray on it and ask God for some guidance. And yeah, my lawyer team went over it, and we was happy with what we see.
Let's go.
I know he's gonna roll out the red carpet for you March 15th too, man. For a hometown debut is gonna be big, man, for sure.
It's gonna be a big card, man.
Yes, sir.
For people who don't know, when you're making a decision like that, like what are you hoping that you achieve under that promotional signing with somebody like Matchroom versus signing with PBC? So what were your hopes?
My hopes was to stay busy. I feel like in these next 2 to 3 years, my goal is to stay as busy as possible, get as many fights. And I felt like with Matchroom doing 100 cards versus another company only doing 10 cards, it's most likely that I'm going to be more busy with, this promotional company.
That makes a lot of sense.
Not knocking no promotional company, but I feel like that's the best fit. It's a promoter that's pushing your name out in the front. You can see him. He's meeting with you, got personality. And I just wanted to make sure I get my just due after the 14 years of work I put in.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
And hats off to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn says he sees you as a potential superstar in boxing.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, man.
We love to hear stuff like that. That's high praise from somebody with a lot of work in the game.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get you on a lot of cards, bro. I was watching the Better BF fight. He had a few fighters on that card. That was a stacked card yesterday too.
Stacked card, man.
So,
they put on for sure on that card.
So this fight coming up March 15th, Caribe Royale, you're home.
Yeah.
We're in Orlando.
Yes, sir.
What can the fans expect? Are we going? What we going for the knockout? What we doing? What we doing?
Man, so as me and my team always speak, and we're gonna approach it like we fight for a world championship fight. We're gonna go in there, be sharp. We're gonna stick to my game plan, and when it's time to go for the kill, we'll go for the kill.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. So,
a lot of speed.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Like, what are your goals moving forward? You gonna stick at 147? You gonna bounce back 154, 147? Like, what's your goals professionally moving forward?
Yeah, so right now I'll be campaigning at 154, 152. So kind of like catch weight for right now because it's not a title fight or anything. So I'll be, in that range, 152, 154, until, of course, it's time to buckle down and get serious. But I don't see me going at 147 just because the last time I was there was 3 years ago at the World Championships.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm in shape.
So hopefully, man, down the line, like some of these fighters move up, like the Haneys and the Ryan Garcias. Hopefully we can see you with one of them. That'd be dope, man.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with
Man, let's talk about Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
That's something we ask everybody. Who are your top 4 boxers of all time, any weight class, any division?
Got you.
Who you got?
Number 1, I'm going to go with Ali. Okay. Then I'm going to go with Floyd. Roy Jones. This last one might be tough.
Last one's always a toughie, man.
But I'm going to go with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay,
yeah. That's a good
I was going to say Leonard Robinson, but okay. You answered that.
It sounds almost like my top 4, man. But I'm going to go with Ali.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, man, just because the way he sold out pay-per-views, like he's selling out pay-per-views. What he did, how much with Jake Paul? Like, crazy numbers. And he's 50-some years old. Floyd Mayweather, just because the way he transitioned boxers, so you can make money and still be healthy and come out and be on top. And last but not least, I'm gonna go with Roy Jones Jr., man. Me and
Yeah.
my pops, me and my father used
Okay.
to watch a lot of Roy Jones Jr. fights.
Okay. Who
That's
you
awesome.
got? Who you got?
I got Ali.
Okay.
I got Floyd. I feel like those two are
Yeah.
just
Mm-hmm.
givens.
Off the top.
Then I'm gonna go. I'm definitely going. My boy Roy Jones Jr.,
Okay.
Florida boy,
We all got 3.
and then I'm going Clarissa Shields,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
man. You gotta go
Yeah.
Clarissa Shields number 4.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let's go.
2-time Olympic gold medalist. Yeah, and me and her actually got a pretty close relationship now. She visited me out in Colorado Springs, the Olympic team,
Yeah.
and from that point on, we kept in touch. And she wrote the foreword in my book.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
She surely did.
Yeah, man.
And you guys have to get this book as well, man. I'm gonna hold it up real quick for you.
Go
The
ahead.
Journey of an Olympian.
Journey of Olympia.
Like you said, the foreword is done by Clarissa Shields, and this is an awesome book. It tells the story of Omari's journey from childhood to Olympic success.
Yes,
So
sir.
make sure you tap in, get this. It's available on Amazon,
Yep.
and it's available for purchase today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I mean, I don't know if any of y'all seen like a Olympic medal in person. You don't mind if I touch this,
Go ahead,
brother?
man.
Okay. So, this thing is pretty heavy, man. It's my first time holding an Olympic medal. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful
Yes,
piece
sir.
of metal right here, man. I appreciate you coming through, bringing this beautiful thing right here with you.
Yeah, a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work,
Yes,
dedication.
Yes, sir.
Man, much love, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, this is crazy, bro. To think that you went to Edgewater High School, walked the same halls that we walked,
Yeah.
and you were one of the top boxers in the world.
Yes, sir.
In order to come back with one of these, man. Hats off to you and your team, man.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir.
So, Omari, talking about this book,
Yeah.
what advice do you have to young boxers out there? Someone who's a young kid who hasn't yet stepped their foot into
Yeah.
a boxing gym. What advice would you have for them?
Well, first, I'll say start learning the basics, of course, in boxing. If you really want to do it, fully commit to it. If you're going to do something, that's what anything, fully commit to it. In the boxing game, man, it's going to be a lot of ups and downs, especially what I went through. I had to break through to even win my first nationals. It was a lot of ups and downs in that room for me to even get on Team USA. So it's been a lot of years of hard work. So whatever you do, stay consistent. Go to these tournaments, learn. If you lose, if you win, right now it's a learning experience. And continue to train hard and, put your talent with the next man's talent and have self-belief.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Boxing is one of those sports where I tell people, until you've been in that ring and you heard that bell ring and it's just you and another man on that island,
Yeah.
you don't honestly know what it's like.
Exactly.
I remember my first time sparring in a boxing ring.
Oh, yeah?
It's a completely different feeling. You know what I'm saying? You're always the spectator, like, oh, he should have did this, he should have did that. But when that bell dings, it's like, oh man, it's just me and you.
You got in the ring? You was in the ring?
I was at Hearn.
Okay.
I used to be at Hearn. But see, I used to come in the mornings. They told me you used to come in there at nights.
Yeah.
Sparring was on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Right.
They told me you used to be in there.
Yeah.
I heard the stories that say it was a kid knocking grown people out. I say, what?
Yep.
They say, yeah, it's a kid knocking grown people out, man. I say, what you talking about? They say his name Banger. I say, whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, how many minutes they had you doing? 2 or 3?
they had me doing 2.
I was like, it felt like 5, didn't it?
Man, it felt like 17
See, man.
17.
You used to call me like,
Felt like an eternity,
Sparring,
bro.
joke.
And it was so crazy because I remember the first time I sparred this guy, right? He hadn't been training. I'm going to call you out too, Travis. Because he hadn't been running. And so I was just like, look, man, if you can't run X amount of miles, bro, you probably shouldn't even be trying to spar me. He was just like, no, it don't matter. It don't matter. So we get in the ring, and we both dog tired. Me and him are dog tired going into like the 3rd round. Might have been the 2nd.
Yeah.
But he's like, man, let's just stop. I'm like, no, you stop. You quit. So I had it in me, bro. I never quit. I would never quit. Somebody had to drag me out the ring first.
I like that.
Yeah.
Got that dog.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Coach Lou and everybody over at Harris Boxing Gym,
Yeah,
man.
definitely, man.
So this is the last thing I want to ask you right here is how important is fan support to you?
Yeah.
You know, with you being from Orlando, and you being home, you're gonna get a chance to tap in with all of your hometown here. I mean, your family, your friends.
Yeah.
What do you want to do for them?
Well, I feel like hometown support, fan support is really important. I feel like those are kind of the people that willed me to, of course, and supported me for the Olympics, taking care of my family to get there. When we asked for donations for national tournaments for my family get to Paris, and especially my family as well. They supported me along the way. So that's very important. It's important for the people to come out to see, for the kids to see as well, because it's like, I want to inspire the youth, and without, they're our future. So without them, without inspiring them, we'll see what comes next in this life, in this boxing game, for sure.
Most definitely. I felt like my daughter was inspired. Jordan, she got a chance to read your book, and I feel like she was definitely inspired by your journey.
Thank
I
you.
also want to hit on something else. I don't know why I said that was the last thing I wanted to ask you, because I got a bunch of stuff.
Go ahead, man. We here.
I want to talk about your faith.
Yeah.
I often hear you talk about God and your faith. How big of a role does your faith in your relationship with Christ play into your success?
I'll say that's the most important, but we also know that faith without works is dead. So me and God, as I put in my prayer in my book, me and God had to meet halfway in order to make the goal be accomplished. Because without my work and without His work, we can't get there, alone. So, man, that's just so important. I just remember nights where I just, be in the dark and just be like, man, I just need this breakthrough. Man, I got to get to the Olympics. And it just, them lonely nights where you up,
Crying out to God.
wondering, am I going to qualify? Is this going to work out? And it's just like, man, I said it. I put it in the air. And
God
he
answered.
made it happen.
Come on, man.
It's just crazy.
What church did you attend?
I attended Agape.
Agape. Okay.
Yep. Hawasi. Yep. So they supported me as well, and like I said, man, my whole team supports me, from my coach, from my pops, family, friends,
brothers.
It's brothers. It's all a village. Grandma.
Come on, the whole family's there, bro. I love it. I love to see it.
So yeah, man.
So, bro, how do you, you train hard and everything. How do you balance that? What do you do, for fun, or you're not training, or you're not preparing for a fight?
Yeah, I actually like the golf.
Okay.
I like the golf, man. Relaxing.
You shooting under 100?
I'm shooting under 100 for sure.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good, bro.
Man, I hit par and a birdie the last time.
What? Hey, you hit birdie?
And an eagle.
Oh, no, hold on.
That's crazy.
On the par 3, I did it in 2.
You hit an eagle, or you an Edgewater eagle?
Nah. I got an eagle.
Okay.
I got it. I'm telling you.
All right, bro. We got to see you.
We're going to have to go out there on the
Let's
course.
do it.
What courses you like hitting around here in Central Florida?
I've been to the one in Zellwood. I've been to Metro West Golf.
Okay. Yeah, that's
the
good.
one in Forest Lake. So a
Yes,
couple.
sir.
Yeah,
Sure.
a couple of them. Yeah, I like that open field. I ain't trying to get in the water and then.
Okay. Gators out now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, aside from golfing, we know you like to go to Universal. What's your favorite roller coaster at Universal?
I'll probably go with the Hulk.
Okay, classic.
Yeah, the Hulk. And then I like Island of Adventure too. I like that side.
Man, yeah,
I like that side. That's a good side. Everybody that say I'm from Orlando, they always assume Disney World.
Right.
But I feel like Universal, where is that?
Universal for real, man.
That was definitely more attainable for us to go to.
Yeah.
Velocicoaster. Been on that before?
Nah.
Oh my gosh, you ain't got on Velocicoaster yet?
Nah.
Hey, bro, we gotta go.
Go.
You wanna go? Let me know, man. We can make it happen.
We got tickets.
When you done with the fight, let me know, man. We can pull up. We can hit Velocicoaster.
We'll figure it out.
I like that new Harry Potter ride.
Oh yeah, but are you talking about the Harry Potter, or are you talking about Hagrid's?
The Hagrid, yeah.
Yeah, when it drops from track to track?
Yep.
Yeah, bro, that ride's insane.
Yeah.
That ride's insane.
I mean, any messages you want to convey to fans as you move down in your professional career type that, as they supporting you and stuff like that?
I'll just say continue to support me. Right now, this is only just the beginning. Yeah. So come to my professional debut to see the start of my professional career. Of course, coming from the amateurs, I traveled all over the world, and I never really fought in the States for the past 3 or 4 years. So this is me coming home to Orlando, giving back to my community like always, putting on a show, man. And this is just the beginning, like I said. So be ready for a show and an amazing career.
And March 15th, I'm ringside.
It's a movie.
I'm ringside. March 15th, and I'm there, man.
Let's get it.
Man, we appreciate you coming on and speaking with us, Omari.
I appreciate you for having me, man. I enjoyed it for real.
Yeah, man. I feel like a lot of people stand to learn a lot on March 15th. You're getting ready to introduce yourself to a lot of people here, I feel like the world already knows who Omari Jones is.
Yeah.
And even a lot of the superstars that we look up to, LeBron, Clarissa, Sha'Carri, Noah Lyles, all of these people know who Omari is.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait for the rest of the world to find out who you are, brother.
Man, thank you, man.
Let's go, man.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you for
brother.
coming on.
Yes, sir.
My guy. Thank you, brother.
Oh man, definitely. Let's do that.
Yeah. Just so I don't know what kind of question y'all can kind of like correlate it. Just like
Okay.
Just say like